The thought of the brand is what we are trying to translate here in this workplace. We are a fresh face of the industry. We want to bring freshness into every aspect of work what you carry out. Whether it is the type of designs what we carry out, type of work culture we try to bring in, whether we try to bring in the element of a transparency. And if you look at it, our byline of Capstone is we want to be ahead of curve. So we want to be ahead of curve in all aspect of work what we carry out. Yeah, so employee workspace design is not just around work area. It's all about driving collaboration, driving productivity, right? Promoting healthy workspace. We do not want to have barriers in the organization, and it's in some sense, the design is a reflection of a work culture. Right? And by not having a barriers, we are actually messaging the organization as a culture that we are a very, very approachable brand. People can walk into my workspace and then catch up a conversation, catch up a coffee, right? It is largely to promote the thought process of, hey, we are a boundaryless organization. There are no barriers over here. Everyone is approachable. It's a flat organization. So it's not just the design, it's actually the culture, what we are communicating through the site. If you look at the way the design and then the openness which is there, right? You can see ample amount of light, space, and then ample amount of a circulation embedded into the site.
It's got to do with energy. Like if it is bright is like, you relate it to energy, right? Energy, like a mood, happy mood, power, right? So quite bright over here. There's a lot of lights everywhere. The material used is bright colored, right? And then there's so much, the window itself, right? All these windows, they add to it. So like makes you feel like working. It's not dull, it's not damp atmosphere. There's energy over here. People are loud, people are expressive. We exchange information. So that's like a good cooperation.
If you see over here, along the conference room, there is a seamless visibility of the green over here, right? And then you can see the workplace greens over here as well, right? So green actually brings in an element of eco-friendliness is also there. Plus also green always brings in an element of freshness to the whole thing, right? It brings a lot of life and it brings a lot of liveliness to the whole thing. So that's a philosophy here. We are extremely focused on bringing all sustainability elements into our thinking. This office space actually has a very high degree of sustainability elements embodied into this. Example, like all the recirculation of the water, clear solar panels, all of that actually is integrated over here to make it almost self-sustainable. There's a lot of youthfulness also, we would like to message it across through this design. So if you look at it here, this is basically a huddle area. The folks can actually come over here, catch up a healthy snack, sit across, catch up work, probably catch up things beyond work as well, right? So it's not all about work. It's actually beyond work. Capstone House is built on a state-of-the-art technology infrastructure, mainly to enable collaborative working space. For example, the entire office space is enabled for hybrid working. So our technology is enabled through a video conferencing facility and many other new age infrastructure which will actually help them to log in from whichever the part of the world they are in. We have a very sophisticated access control system in which employees have access to information as well as access to the physical space based on their role and the activity what they carry out. Example, we have access controls which are facial recognition based. That basically restricts access to the specific area of work. Our lifts are enabled to actually limit access to a specific floor an employee is operating into. A lot of actions in their office is voice enabled. I could ask my coffee vending machine and say, Siri, make a cappuccino, right? It'll actually prepare a cappuccino.
Hey Siri, give me a cup of cappuccino. So yeah, this is kind of a very nice place for me to come relax after a tiring day of working around with what I have to do with.
So we are here in for a long haul. we are into multiple lines of business. Real estate development is our flagship entity. Alongside that, we are also into some of the new generation, new gen technology businesses we are in. Yantra Live is actually a B2B e-commerce business. We are also in nurturing a lot of startups. We have a family office fund which actually invests into startups, right? So this office Capstone House is a kind of a consolidation of all our businesses, right? So we have Yantra Live in one of the floors. We have an incubation center for the startup in another floor, and we have a Capstone Life, which is our real estate business in one of the floors. The way we've actually looked at a workplace, it's just not around work. It's really a combination of work, joy, healthy habits, good fitness levels, right? So this space is all about all the employees who work as part of the Capstone House. We have set up a cafeteria, and what we serve is a very, very healthy, diet-controlled meal. What we serve for all our employees, and that's on the house for all our employees. And if you see over here, there's a space which is allocated for gym and kind of engage over there, right? And there is actually a bakery which is set up over there. And if people want to come there and then have a small snack, they can do that as well, right? We also actually are integrating an element of social cause over here, right? Being in prime location in the city center, we can actually allow this space to be used for budding talent. The space is available for them. They can show their talent. We will not take any remuneration for that, right? What we, as a brand Capstone, what we want to be known for is not just for the buildings, what we actually construct. We want to be known for the community what we build, right? A community which is vibrant, a community which is cohesive, a community which actually bonds together. And hence, Capstone as a brand is known more on the customer stickiness versus just the buildings what we construct.